Hello, everybody. Mike Eastep here in the wrestling room at Pendleton Heights with Mr. Dave Cloud, head coach of the Pendleton Heights Arabians. And Coach, kind of quiet in here right now, but I'm sure that wasn't the case on a typical day after school.
Yeah, you got here just after the chaos ended, so we got the room cleaned up, and it's quiet now until our little guys come in. Then it'll be true chaos. So about 90 little guys in here, then it's really nuts.
How'd your season go, Coach, on the year?
It was a good season. Our numbers were low, and so we knew we were going to be struggling at times during the year to fill the lineup. We did most of the time. We won our county tournament, wrestling only 12 people, and a Super 6, wrestling only 12. Towards the end, it started to mount up us a little bit. We lost some duels at the end because we just didn't have people in the lineup because of injury or illness. So we finished 18-7 on the season. So a successful season, especially with everybody coming back. We have no seniors in our program. So it was a good season overall. We're excited about where we're headed as a program. We've got a new middle school coach. We've got a lot of kids in our youth program and everybody coming back next year. And most of our program is freshmen and sophomores at the high school level. So even if the guys we got coming back, we got them for at least a couple more years.
And then you had your sectionals last weekend. How did that go, Coach?
We finished third. We were tied with Noblesville going into the very last weight class, the consolation match at heavyweight. Noblesville got a pin. They were losing the match, and I thought, hey, we're going to end up tied for second. And they got a pin in that match. So my good buddy, Coach Weimer, his team finished second there, and we finished third. So 189-185, and we moved 10 on to regional.
And individual champions?
Jack Todd was our champion at 145. We were in the finals at 126, 132, 152, and 195. We finished second in all those matches, but those are all sophomores that finished second, so we're in one junior. So we're very excited about their potential down the road.
Okay, and so what's that make it? Six of you guys, 6 of your guys going on?
And then our consolation match guys, so 10 total.
10 total.
So we have 10
okay,
total.
Got 10 total moving on. And talk about your upcoming regional, Coach, this weekend. I know you're here at Pendleton Heights, and talk about that as being host and the outlook for your guys.
We're very excited to host the regional here at Pendleton Heights. It's one of the better regionals we feel in the state. You got Cathedral, Lawrence North, Lawrence Central, Mount Vernon, Fortville coming in, along with Hamilton Heights out of our sectional and us. So we feel it's a really good regional. It's one of those regionals a lot of guys want to avoid at the semi-state, the champion from there. But you got to be on your game. Saturday morning, you can't afford to come out flat because you're going to be out of the tournament real quick. You know, it's one and done Saturday morning. So we've been working on just being ready for that quick start. Sometimes you get those kids from some of the larger schools, and they come out and they'll get some bully points early. If you let them do that, you're not going to catch up. They'll coast to the finish. So it's all about being ready to go on that first whistle Saturday morning.
And Coach, is this like any other sport in your opinion where, let's say sectional start, you might be a wrestler that didn't get a lot of attention during the year, but if you can get on a roll at the right time, let's say during sectional, and
Absolutely.
Carry that right on through.
Yep.
Does that work the same way?
For
in
sure.
Your opinion?
It's those guys. It's not who's had the best season. It's who's wrestling the best right now. And we've seen that with state champions we've had. And with this year, we had a sophomore, Nate Walls, who had a losing record going into the sectional, had lost to two other guys, was seeded sixth, and ended up in the sectional final. He lost 6-1. He's a sophomore, 195-pounder, so he's a little undersized. And he lost to a senior who's a really good wrestler from Anderson. But that was something that nobody expected coming in. I'm not sure even he expected that, but he knocked off two seeded wrestlers on the way to the finals, and then lost 6-1 in the championship, and actually was in the match most of the way. So yeah, it's all about who's wrestling well right now when it matters.
And then you mentioned your 90 plus kids coming in tonight. So obviously it's important to have that feeder program going year after year after year as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. Our club director, Allison Smith, has done an incredible job of recruiting, getting kids in. She's just an all-around dynamo at that kind of stuff. She's got some good coaches out of the junior football league that her kids were in, and it's a really good situation right now. We got a lot of kids. We're having a lot of fun when we host our meets, and we got one coming up on the 16th of February where we have a lot of different teams in, and it's a blast getting those kids in. It's a great alternative to the all-day Saturday tournaments. You come in on a weeknight, start at 6:30, get done at 8 o'clock with our friendship meets, and kids will get 3 or 4 matches in, and go home, and they're tired and they go to bed, and the parents are happy because they didn't spend all day Saturday and didn't spend a fortune.
Yes.
To wrestle twice in 10 hours.
Well, thank you, Coach, for being on here with Hit the Mat with us. We appreciate it. We wish you guys the best, not only your team, but in putting on the regionals this coming Saturday, and we'll know you guys will do a tremendous job as you always do here. You are a legend in these parts.
In my own mind.
I do mean that here in these parts. You've done a lot for wrestling, and as I travel around doing Hit the Mat, it's amazing how many guys will mention Dave Cloud or something that you've done to promote your. I don't know what the bubble ball thing that you did against Brebeuf that we attended here was tremendous. It had a lot of hits on my channel to watch that thing, and I guess people had fun viewing it. So.
Well, I appreciate that. We've had a lot of fun in here, and I got lucky at the age of 24, fell backwards into the best job in the world. So I've had the great fortune to work with a lot of really good people over the years, and it's been a lot of fun. You don't work a day if you find something you really love doing, and I love this, and I love this sport and being a part of it, and those colleagues, those guys from the other schools. It's the best part. I tell the kids the best part of any sport, but especially wrestling, is just those relationships, those people you're going to know and be friends with for the rest of your life because you've been through that shared suffering.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yep.
I mean, you hit the mat a lot, but really what you're going to remember is relationships you've had with the people you wrestled with and down the road. And, when you get to be as old as I am, you can still touch and reach out to those old guys and reminisce.
It is. It's fantastic. So, we appreciate it. We appreciate you being here, and make sure everybody hit the mats.
Thank you, Dave. That's Coach Dave Cloud, everybody, head coach of the Pendleton Heights Arabians. Thanks, Coach.
Yep. All right.